Hi guys, welcome back to part 4 of becoming a freelance ghostwriter. Today we are going to be looking at how to apply for a job. So I'm going to go back up to the work tab and I'm going to go to browse projects. Again, I would usually do this using the phone app. I apply for jobs on the phone app just because it's a little bit less clunky and easier to use. And as you can tell, my internet's being a little bit slow right now, but I believe that's because I am recording screen and recording voice and my computer is just a little bit overwhelmed and probably silently screaming at me. Why has that come up? Go away. Okay, so here are the content writing jobs that are about today. So for example, write some articles. This job is open for bidding. There are no qualifications actually required for this job, but if you did have one and the employer saw that, they would be more likely to hire you anyway, so it's worth having. So this person is looking for competent, plagiarism-free content writing, as are most employers. The employer doesn't have any reviews, so again, that would be a little bit of a red flag to me. So I may not be applying for this job normally, but I'm just going to show you how I would go about doing that. Just here, you can see how many days or hours are left until the person may choose to hire you. So that gives you an idea of how long you might be waiting for a reply. Sometimes they're really quick. Sometimes they never ever get back to you. It just depends. So I'm going to go ahead and click bid on this project. And then you're going to be taken to this page here. This person says they're going to pay $1 for 700 words. That is not good pay at all. And again, I would not be bidding on this job myself. So here in the paid to you part, you're not really going to be able to put a definite figure because you don't know how much writing you're going to be doing for them. It doesn't really matter what I put here because they know how much they're paying me, and by bidding on the project I'm kind of saying yes, that's okay. Delivering, I'd normally put 6 days just because I work 6 days a week, but I will specify that later on. Again, because the job is ongoing, it doesn't really matter what you put in this box. It's a bit of a silly system when it comes to writing jobs. Not going to bother with any of that because I'm going to take advantage of the fact that this is a free bid. So now it says my bid was placed successfully, which is not ideal because I didn't actually want to bid on that project. I just wanted to show you guys how to bid on it. Again, this is why I use the phone app because I believe it's all on the same page on the phone app, whereas this one you have to bid, and now I am required to submit my proposal on the next page. So I don't usually go overboard with my proposal. I will just say, hello there, my name is Sarah. I have a first-class honours degree in English language from the United Kingdom and experience of copywriting. I probably say something like, I understand the importance of adapting my language depending on the purpose of the text. And then I would tell them some of my terms. So for example, I would tell them that I don't work on Sundays, that I'm not comfortable writing adult content, and I would tell them my payment terms if the pay was not specified. In terms of how often the person will actually pay you, that's something you can work out. If the employer actually contacts you, then you can work out how often they're willing to pay you, when you're going to set up milestones, whether it's going to be once a week, once a month, things like that. So that's not something you really need to worry about in your proposal. So again, it does need to be short. It's only 1500 characters. Once I've submitted my proposal, you can say the default milestones, so that will be in percentage. So you could say once I've done, I don't know, 30% of the project, then yeah, again, it's difficult to kind of calculate, but that'll be something you can work out with your employer. So I mean, that's fine. And then you'll hit submit your proposal. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to work out how to delete my bid from this project because $1 for 700 words is not something I am actually prepared to do. So I'll just show you this. My chance of being awarded is high because I'm the only person to have bid on this project so far, but I am going to hit retract bid and get rid of that. Oh, I lost an experience point, but that's fine because I probably gained one by bidding. So that's how you bid on a project. Like I said, use all the bids you can until you have a comfortable amount of work. Take on jobs one at a time. Don't overload yourself. You definitely don't want to overload yourself and take on too many jobs at the same time because then your life will become miserable and stressful, and that's definitely not what this is about. This is about being able to work from home, managing your own hours, so just take on as much as you want. Once your employer gets in touch with you about accepting a job, that's when you can talk about things like hours. I often find that time difference is an issue, me being in New Zealand. However, that can work in my advantage because it means they can send me tasks which I can do while they're sleeping, and then they can wake up to all this work that I've done during my daytime. So when the employer contacts you via messaging to just kind of ask a bit more about yourself or ask if you're interested in the project, make sure that before they offer you the project or before you accept the project, you establish things like payment, how much you're going to be paid, how often they will pay you, and just hold them accountable to that. Because the last thing you want is to get scammed, and it's happened to me before, so it's definitely worth establishing rules first. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.